Okay, so this video is a bit annoying because this isn't a video I hoped I would make. Technically speaking, I don't have to make this video, but at the same time, what's happened to me is most likely going to happen, or has happened, to hundreds of thousands of small YouTube channels everywhere, because it affects us. It doesn't affect the bigger channels, just ours, but basically the other day I received an email from Curse, who I'm partnered with, to say that to comply with the new YouTube's terms and conditions of partnership, my partnership is going to be terminated and I'm going to be removed from their network and basically can't monetize my videos possibly ever again, on account of the fact that despite the fact that I meet the requirements for subscribers and hours watched, I think there's a third requirement which I haven't read anywhere other than on the BBTV application, that you also need 100,000 views per month, and I'm only hitting less than 50, so that's probably why I'm being removed, and many other channels would probably be as well. Like I said, I meet the other two main requirements that are listed everywhere: subscribers and hours watched, but as for views per month, I'm getting half of what I need, so my partnership's being removed because I'm not getting enough views. As I'm sure a lot of other small channels like mine who were partnered and did meet the requirements in the first place, because they might not be getting enough views, their partnership's also going to be terminated, just because of that. Now, we all know why YouTube is changing these up. It's to bloody make sure that there's no more PewDiePie or Paul Logan or whatever his name is incidents, which basically turn off advertisers. And I'm sure we know what we're talking about when PewDiePie said the N-word and Logan Paul, whatever that fucker's name is, videoed something very unacceptable. So this is to weed out YouTube channels that are either junk, spam, have barely no content, or basically things like that. But despite the fact that I only get about half the amount of views per month we need, I obviously do not have a junk channel or spam channel or a channel that does anything it shouldn't. It's just a gaming channel. But because my views are down, I'm not eligible, even though it's a sincere, legit channel. So YouTube's attempt at weeding out pointless channels that shouldn't be monetized or partnered, it affects so many other small channels. I really don't think YouTube either realizes or gives a shit about. Personally, I think that 50,000 views per month is more than adequate to prevent random channels from gaining a partnership. 40,000 will be fine. If you have 50,000 views a month, that's good. That means that people like your content, and you're obviously not doing it just for shits and giggles or whatever. You know, it's legit, just like my channel is. It's a legit channel. You know, I've never done anything I shouldn't have. I only got one copyright strike in my entire life, and that was bullshit from the Forza Horizon 3 demo. I have 4 videos with copyright claims, only 4, and only 2 pages of limited or no ads videos, which is pretty good considering I've got nearly 2,000 videos. But yeah, as of the 20th of July, I will no longer be partnered with Curse, and unless I can get 100,000 views a month, I will never again be able to partner and earn revenue. And I don't think I'll even be able to partner with YouTube's own partnership network, YouTube itself, because they obviously have the same requirements. So unless my channel gets a sudden boost of popularity, my videos that I do put a lot of work and effort into. You know, it's not like I just hit record and upload. I do put effort into editing, the audio if needed, thumbnails, which are all unique. Well, unique depending on the console, as you can see. I will never again, ever again, be able to monetize my channel. So, and this is going to apply to a lot of other people as well. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of small channels that are legit and are doing the best they can to make a good channel with good content are being punished. We're being punished. That's what it is. We're being punished for trying to be legit, for trying to do what people like, kind of thing. I'm not wording this very well, but yeah, the smaller channels like me are being kicked in the balls for just not having enough views per month, and it's terrible. I honestly don't think that's acceptable, especially not 100,000 views per month. How many small channels are going to get 100,000 views per month? Not that many. I've been on YouTube since 2007, but I've only been doing gameplay videos since 2012, I think, when I first became partnered with Maker Studios. So I've been a YouTube partner since 2012, joined with Maker Studios. We started off quite well. Then I went to Curse. Then I went to Creative Nation, who don't actually exist anymore, and then went back to Curse. So I've been with Curse for 4 years. But unfortunately, because of YouTube changing its shit like it always does, all networks have no option but to comply with the terms and conditions. You know, they can't say, oh, well, you know, this YouTuber's good, he's done great, or this YouTuber earns us a lot of money even though he doesn't get the views he needs. They can't say that. They can't stand up for you. They have to do what YouTube says. And YouTube says, we don't want small YouTube channels getting bigger. If you're not, you will not grow now. It's kind of, smaller channels will now have difficulty growing. Because as far as I'm aware, YouTube sort of promotes bigger YouTube channels that gets the views. Whereas if you're obviously not getting 100,000 views a month, you're not getting enough views to be big, and therefore you won't get bigger. Words are failing me. I can't get the words out. But yeah, because of that, because I don't have the views per month, bye. I'm gone. As I'm sure there's a lot of other YouTubers on there, or on here, I should say, are also being released from their networks because they either don't meet the subscribers or they don't meet the hours. I mean, the limits are 1,000 subscribers per year. I have 4,000, about 4,500, give or take, which isn't a lot considering I've been not doing gaming videos since 2012. So it's a bit poor. It's a bit poor. 4,000 hours. I hit nearly 10,000 hours, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I've hit that. But the other one was the 100,000 views per month, which, again, I only hit about 50,000, which is absolute bullshit. I still think 100,000 views is way too much. It's way too ambitious for small YouTube channels to get so many views. All it is just it's to confirm that you're a legit channel who has no intention of being another PewDiePie or Logan Paul, whatever his fucking name is. It doesn't mean anything. You could be a PewDiePie who says racist remarks, and you can be Logan fucking Nugget who does what he did. I don't really want to repeat what he did, but it doesn't prevent you from being big. And if you're big, YouTube will almost ignore you. You only get noticed if you don't meet requirements, and so they'll contact the network, they'll contact you. But if you're big and you're meeting all the requirements and you're pulling in the views and everything, YouTube will ignore you unless you get complaints from a certain channel. And so because these big channels will get ignored by YouTube, they can pull PewDiePie's or Logan Paul's, whatever his fucking name is, and people wouldn't even notice half the time. So the views, to me, aren't indicative of whether or not your channel is legit. It just means how many people watch your videos. This wasn't planned. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just making shit up as I go. But yeah. So if I go, so this is the email, which you probably won't be able to read. So dear PureChaos, yeah, you won't be able to read that. Yeah, it's not going to focus. There we go. We are reaching out to inform you that we will be releasing your channel from our YouTube network and terminating your partnership with us on July the 20th. As you may be aware, YouTube is currently changing guidelines, so it's all their fault. It's down to them. Well, actually, technically, it's down to the YouTubers who fuck everything up for us. But you know, in order to comply with these changes, with those on our end, we said after, yeah, payments will still be made. Blah blah blah. But yeah, it's cock of shit, isn't it? So, I mean, I've tried signing up to Freedom, but they said something about. Actually, what did they say? Focus. After a manual review, we cannot accept this channel as we have concerns about copyright or other potential violations. My channel doesn't have. It has 4 copyright claims. All video game related, so it's not like I've uploaded a fucking music video or anything. There you go. It has no strikes or anything, no guideline strikes, and it only has 2 pages of limited or no ads. So I've got nothing on there that shouldn't be on there, basically. So I'm not quite sure why it thinks there's copyright content. I mean, there's 4 video game videos consisting of said things, but I think 2 of them were, well, 2 or 3 of them were, yeah, 3 of them were bloody Sunset Overdrive. Focus. So yeah, 3 of them were Sunset Overdrive, and 1 of them was Prey, which I didn't even realise contained copyrighted music. And that's it. And there's the old. I think this is the Forza Horizon 3 demo video that got taken down. It's the only thing I can think of. So that was the strike I had. And then yeah, I've only got 4 videos. So it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. But yeah. So, focus. There you go. So bullshit. It's yeah. I know in like 1 or 2 videos I used to jokingly say, hey, I've got a Patreon, donate to Patreon, etc, etc, and just jokingly about it. I wouldn't say it like every video because that would just get tedious. Only now, Patreon might kind of have to come into effect, although still to this day no one's donated to it. But now that I'm no longer earning revenue from this, and even though I wasn't earning much, it still helped. It was just a little bit that helped towards rents and bills and everything like that, and living expenses. And as I said, I'm moving out, possibly within the next week, to my own place, in which case money is kind of needed. So donations, a pound from everyone who donates would be awesome. Thanks to YouTube. Well, it technically is thanks to YouTube that this has happened, but it's not necessarily down to them. It was down to YouTubers, advertisers, and all that kind of bollocks. But I am on Patreon, just there. There's Patreon. I also, as I've mentioned a few times actually, I do have a Dailymotion channel which I do upload my videos to as well. I am partnered on Dailymotion with Freedom, I think, but yeah, they seem to have a very high payment threshold, and now Dailymotion doesn't even load. So that's great. Wonderful. Is Dailymotion, you gonna load? Dailymotion? Nope, Dailymotion does not want to load now. Okay. But yes, I'm on Dailymotion. To be, in all honesty, this has been a bit of a kick in the ass, or kick in the nuts, or kick in the bollocks, whatever you want to say. And my desire to record has just dropped dramatically because of this. Even though I was earning pennies per month, it still just kind of gave me a desire to record, because I was getting something, even just something small, out of it. If I had more views per video, then I probably wouldn't feel so bad, because the effort that I put into these videos wouldn't have been for naught. But because my videos get so little views, the effort that I do put into them just seems wasted, because nobody watches them. And it's unfortunate. And Dailymotion, what the fuck is wrong with Dailymotion? It's not even fucking loading anymore. What the fuck? I just want to highlight that. No, I want to highlight. I don't want to highlight all of it. Oh my fuck. God. Fine. I can't even delete. It won't even delete. Okay, you know what? Fine. Oh my god. It won't do anything. I just want Dailymotion. Thank you. There's something wrong with this? No? I'm not signed in. Am I signed in? So, does my... Now it works. So yes, I do have a Dailymotion channel as well, which you can't actually see my actual channel. But it is me. See, it is me. Blah blah. So I do have a Dailymotion channel, which again I'm partnered with, but I think it has like $100 threshold, and yeah, nowhere near that, because this is not as popular as my YouTube channel, and even my YouTube channel isn't very popular. So it's all that time for 10 seconds of video time. So, but yeah, it's bollocks is all I can say. I still remember the first time back in August 2012 when Maker Studios accepted my partnership, and this was back when YouTube had all those perks for partners. You had your thumbnails, which only partners had. You were able to make that banner, which had a link to somewhere. Obviously, partners didn't have that. You just had that. This is basically back when YouTube looked nice. You know, when you had that sort of information panel down there with your picture and how many messages you got. Do you remember that? I remember that. That was awesome. And you could even change your username to a picture. That was freaking sweet. And then they gave everyone the same perks. But yeah, that's when I first became partnered, and it was like, oh shit. And yeah, so I've jumped from network to network a couple of times, went back to Curse because they are awesome. Unfortunately, they're also now dropping me, which isn't their fault. So I did try to reapply to some network. You can apply to networks while you're still partnered with another one, because they can still say that you're accepted, but then you just basically click on a button to continue once you've been terminated from your other contract. So normally I was trying that. So I tried Machinima, BBTV, Zoom In TV, few others as well, Full Screen, which didn't even fucking work, and I think a few others, and they all pretty much just said the same thing: you don't meet the requirements. So yeah, those requirements about the 100,000 views per month, I'm sure that is not written anywhere. I only found out when I tried to apply to BBTV. It just isn't anywhere. On the plus side, if Shaolin Skunks is watching this, this might mean that you get to have your original channel terminated from Maker Studios, so you may actually be rid of them if you are still partnered with them, so not too bad. It just means that neither one of us can partner with any other partner, or even YouTube itself, which is which is annoying because I do have an AdSense account which I've had for years. But yeah, it's a load of bollocks. I mean, I guess we have PewDiePie and Logan Paul, or whatever his fucking name is, to thank for the majority of this, and for the limited and no ads problem as well. But yeah, YouTube's attempt to weed out the shit, it kind of has a huge negative effect on smaller channels like mine. And if you want to weed out smaller channels, you know what really pisses me off is that Curse is an awesome network, okay? They're now associated with the worst YouTuber on here, and I don't mean PewDiePie, even though I do dislike him. I don't hate him as much as I do DSP Gaming. DSP Gaming is he's the worst person on YouTube, not just because he's shit. At every game he plays, he's racist, sexist, narcissistic, whatever the fuck word, egotistical, know-it-all, pleb, basically. He is the worst human being I have ever seen. Probably period. And the way the things he says to people, the way he treats people, the way he acts towards people, the games he plays, the game's developers, the publishers, even the people who play the games. He insults and bullies everyone. Everyone. He's so condescending. He's such a prick. And to this day, things like calling gamers paid shills for getting State of Decay too early, not true gamers, so that was a huge backlash. The incident with War Dog Leader, that to this day, it just makes me want to thump him around the head with a baseball bat. That was such a harsh, crude, disgusting way to treat someone who lost their little brother. And anyone who hasn't watched it, YouTube, do a search for it. He was absolutely disgusting as a human being. He really is. And he insults an 11-year-old girl by saying that he'll bitch slap her. So there's that as well. And this is the person who Twitch allows to continue to stream. And he's associated with Curse. And despite all that, because he gets the views, he's allowed to stay. He's allowed to stay in the network partner program, despite his racism, sexism, attempt at toilet humor. I mean, God forbid that anyone who watches his videos are Jewish or Asian, because he attacks them the most, I think. And, you know, he also masturbated on stream twice, apparently, and Twitch still lets him stay. Yes, he got banned twice, but he came back. His YouTube channel was suspended for a day. It came back. It's like, what the fuck? Why is it that we catch a break and then someone repairs it with super glue? It's like, why is someone like that allowed to stay on YouTube with his incredible foul potty mouth and racist, sexist remarks just because he gets the views you need? Doesn't anyone actually vet the channels that are applied for, watch some of his videos, and then think, oh, this is definitely not a character we would like to be associated with because of all the negativity that surrounds this person? I mean, you know, DSP already had 2 gaming share sponsorships removed because of the negativity surrounding him. And he continuously says that detractors, like myself, are to blame. Not necessarily. You know, you are your own person, Phil. You fucked everything up yourself by saying things that you live stream. You live stream it, so you can't edit it out, and you don't edit your videos for YouTube. So anything you say, people hear, and you can't change what you just said. This was like the PewDiePie incident when he said the N-word live. He couldn't blur it out, he couldn't edit it out or censor it, no. And everything that DSP says and does is on live for everyone to see. And, you know, we take things out of context, which we don't. But, yeah. A person like DSP Gaming, or Phil, I should say, the pig roach, as everyone calls him, he's allowed to stay on YouTube, despite his incredible toxicity towards people and his fans and the constant daily begging for money. I bet he's okay because he gets over 100,000 views a month. Whereas here's me just trying to have fun playing games. I don't insult people, I don't bully people, I don't beg, I don't do things on stream that I shouldn't, mainly because I don't stream. And yet here I am, terminating my partnership, just because I don't get the views. It's harsh. Really harsh. So, I don't know. Unless my channel gets a sudden boom in popularity, I will forever be non-partnered. Never again. All because of YouTubers and YouTube. And it sucks. And if you're a small YouTube channel and you're watching this and you received a similar email, or you've already been terminated, comment. Because this is bullshit. Horrible bullshit. Which just basically punishes the small YouTubers who are just trying to do a thing, trying to make a living, trying to have fun, and just trying to be a good, entertaining YouTuber. But no, we're now severely punished for it. So at least when we were partnered, we felt like uploading videos kind of, it gave something back to the creator, even just a smidge. It kind of made it a bit more worthwhile. And if I was getting more views per video, as I said, if I was getting more views per video and not monetized, I wouldn't mind, because it means that the work I'm putting into these videos is reaching across hundreds of people. But they're not. I'm not breaking that many views, so it's kind of sucky. So, yeah, disappointing. Anyway, I'm probably going to end it there because my throat hurts and I'm pissed. So, yeah, I think if you want to donate to my Patreon, you can. £1, whatever, it's fine. Like I said, I'm going to be moving out at some point next week or the week after. So every little bit helps when it comes to monies and all that kind of thing. So, if you like what I do, or if you don't like what I do, then don't donate, obviously. But anything, just that little icon just there. Plus, I think a link to my Patreon is in my descriptions as well. So, yeah, it can just be one less stressful thing going on, such as the moving, having to have bloody health assessments in the next few weeks to do with my Asperger's and autism, whichever one it is. So I'm having to have multiple assessments, as well as other things like that. So yeah, just anything. I don't know. I still want to do this, even if I'm not earning revenue. It's just hard to find the drive when you don't really see anything come of it, But anyway, I shall go now. My throat's hurting and my phone's actually getting quite warm from half an hour of recording. So, thank you for watching, and I will be back. I will keep recording and uploading, even though I'm not getting anything out of it. So, bye for now. Bye.